Alright, we're back with another XRP video today, and today's video is how much XRP you need to be a top 10% holder. So let's just get straight into it. So as of today, an XRP wallet must hold at least, let's just say 2,500. It says 2,486. Let's just round that up to 2,500 to rank among the top 10% of all XRP wallets globally. So right there, do you have 2,500, or do you have less? If you have more, then you're definitely in the top 10%. You might be even in the top 5%, 4%, as we're going to get into right now. So meanwhile, to reach the top 5% holders, you need 8,758. Basically, let's round that up to 9,000. For the top 4%, the requirement is 11,000 XRP, while the top 3% requires 16,299 XRP. The top 2% hold at least 25,639 XRP, and to enter the top 1% of wallet holders, you must hold a minimum of 50,637 XRP. So again, for the top just 10% of all XRP holders, if you want to be among them, you have to hold at least, just to round it up, 2,500. So right now, I mean, you should know how much XRP you hold. I hope you do. If not, you need to go check and make sure. That's definitely a number you should know and see. Yeah, do you have under 2,500, or do you have more? And if you have 2,500 or more, you're at least among the top 10%. While XRP is one of the most recognized cryptocurrencies, this person suggests that the actual global adoption remains extremely low. The low adoption rate supports the view that the average retail investor is still early in the broader XRP ecosystem. So notably, the XRP ledger has over 6.6 million active wallets. This person suggests or argues that many of these are inactive or small dust wallets. Additionally, frequent users often operate multiple wallet addresses. Taking that into account, the estimated number of individual XRP holders globally may be fewer than 1 million. This person claims, compared to a world population of basically 8 billion, this means only about 0.01% of people currently hold any amount of XRP. So still very low adoption. As XRP experiences price volatility, this person argues that most investors are likely to sell at key psychological price levels such as $10, $100. Only those with firm conviction, patience, and secure cold storage are likely to hold to higher valuations such as $1,000. And let me just take a second here. So $1,000 with a current market cap, you might be being like, that's insane, that's crazy. And yes, if you just take market cap into account, it is pretty wild. I think it's somewhere between like $66 trillion market cap or something crazy it would have to be to reach a valuation of $1,000 per XRP, where $100 would be 6.6 trillion market cap. So if you just take that into account, it does seem pretty wild. But I've heard different sides, and people like, it's not just market cap, there's other things in play and that could happen. I mean, to be totally honest, don't really understand all that and what could. I just know kind of anything's possible in crypto. So I'm not going to say $1,000 isn't, possible. If you think only market cap, yes, it seems pretty impossible. But again, we're very early, very new. A lot of things could happen that could maybe change that. So, I'm going to say it's still on the table, $1,000, but that's a long way from where it's at now. It's going to take some time. Ultimately, the XRP rich list data also illustrates how quickly the market is expanding. Just 1 year ago, it required between $1,000 and $1,500 to be in the top 10% of XRP holders. Now it is, if you take 2,500 XRP and you times it by, whatever XRP's price when you're watching this video, that's how much it is to be in the top 10%. Today, that number has increased dramatically as price appreciation and the rising adoption have intensified competition. As a result, this person boldly claimed that 99% of investors will eventually be priced out, or they'll sell at psychological levels like up here, like the $10 or the $100, and not really be able to wait until, even the $200, $500, $1,000 if it ever reaches that, right? Because, yeah, if you don't have a cold storage, if you're looking at it and you're constantly seeing the unrealized losses and even the unrealized gains, and being like, oh, should I just cash out and take this? and it has room to grow. Like if you cash out at 10 and it goes to 100, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I just missed so much profit. But if it goes to 10 and then drops back down to 5, and then, stuff like that, you're gonna see some unrealized loss depending on where you bought in, and that's gonna hit your psychology hard. So it's even that, it's kind of like, can you weather the storm? Can you kind of put it in a cold storage and kind of forget about it and be like, I'm going to hold this for 20 years or something? And that's what I really kind of talk about on this channel, is having just a long-term plan, and just really, it kind of lets you block out all the noise and you really just stick to that. And for this would be, my long-term plan is to hold on to XRP, long term. I'm going to take profits along the way, but I'm not going to sell out. I'm going to just take little profits here and there as it moves. But for the majority of what I own, I'm going to hold for 20 years, something like that. So again, if you want to be in the top 10% of XRP holders, you just need 2,500 XRP. So you should know how much XRP you have. If you don't, I would highly suggest you figure that out and see if you have 2,500 or more. Then you're in the top 10%, and maybe you're in the top 5%, 4%, 3, 2, whatever it is. It's always good to know that number, and it's also good to know where you got in at, the price that you bought in XRP, and then have your plan, like where you're going to want to sell, or how long you're going to want to hold. You're going to take profits along the way. All that is great to know. But as always, thanks for giving me some of your time, checking out my channel, and stick around, check out some more of my videos, or do whatever else you want to do. It's your life, as always, and maybe catch you on the next one. Peace.